Today's top picks from Reuters. Breakingviews Deutsche Bank blames its profit miss on a weak euro and the capital flight behind the that Spanish panic to you and I. Apparently all the traders are talking about this. I hadn't heard that, actually. Spanic.
Well, you've been away, Axel. You've not been in the market.
I've been in Spain.
You've been in Spain. Yeah. They're not talking about it in Spain?
I hadn't heard it. There again, I wasn't hanging out with traders on my holiday. All right. Deutsche. I missed it. Well, I didn't miss it, but this came out late last night.
They missed it.
They missed it. Yeah. And your reporter, George Hay, says this miss is not temporary. They've got deep-seated problems here that they need to address.
Yeah, look, these are the first results to be presented due out at the end of the month under the new management team. The market was expecting something around €1 billion of net income. Now Deutsche is saying something it's going to be more like €700 million. Which is a big miss, and the problems that they're blaming it on are, one, the weakness of the euro, which is wreaking havoc on their cost base, and also just the weakness in the market. I mean, client activity, surprise, is down. You know, on our assessment, you know, it's not like you can just shrug off these effects of sort of temporary impacts.
But the point is here, and George's point is that they're not doing enough restructuring to deal with this, or they're not doing it quickly enough.
Yeah, I mean, they have. Look, we know that there's another 1,000 jobs to go. That came out a few days ago. So, you know, they do appear to be adjusting. But if you look at the rest of the industry, the rest of the industry seems to be adjusting even faster. So Credit Suisse is really right-sizing, as they say in the industry, and it's being quite aggressive in making difficult decisions about what business units, you know, should stay and which should be cut. And Deutsche just seems to be going a little bit more slowly. It's as if, actually, the Deutsche mentality is that the weakness in investment banking is really just cyclical and it will bounce back. But look, you know, the euro is really gained it's got a trend now, which is downwards. The weakness in capital markets, that looks as though it's going to be with us for some time. You know, so sustaining this, you know, if the thinking really is that somehow there's going to be some sort of cyclical bounce back before long, I think that's going to be challenged quite severely in the coming months.
Okay, Spanic. October is when the big bond repayments are due, so we can hold on until then. But if capital continues to rush out of this country as it is, then we've got a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Look, the bond yields in Spain are really telegraphing a full bailout, possibly even a debt restructuring coming down the road. But as you say, the real crunch moment for that, assuming that the banking system remains, you know, sort of panic-free, if you like, is October, when you know the estimates vary, but about 27 billion euros of bonds come due and need refinancing. So the urge will be to just sort of cling on until then. No, I think neither Spain nor Germany really wants to rush towards a full bailout in a hurry. Certainly not before the ESM is the bailout mechanism, the new one, the ESM, is fully up and running. Now the risk is, as you say, that if the panic actually starts to spread, the Spanish panic spreads to the banking sector, then you know, you can't wait till October, because if there's a run on the banks, there's going to need to be, you know, essentially the ECB is going to have to provide immediate liquidity support. It won't be able to do that if it deems the banks to be insolvent, which means that Spain will have to draw on a special reserve fund to recapitalize the banks. It would be very messy. I mean, it is technically manageable, that scenario, but it's really not the one the policymakers want. I'll tell you, they would be cancelling their holidays if that happened.
Well, might well happen. Thanks a lot, Chris. Chris Hughes. For more agenda setting inside, watch our US Breakingviews show every day, 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 BST. That's it for now. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.